Let's see. Did we get it to work? Drucifer is saying, "Hi, Katja." Hello, Drew. Good to see you. And Dark Trilarian as well. It's Katja Savia, independent artist from Finland. Yes, it is. It has been a long, long time since the last time I did this, so let's make sure that everything works. And Frank is here as well. Hei tumma prinsessani, ihana. I love that. It's so lovely. It's Dark Princess in English, if you're wondering. And Drew is saying, wouldn't miss it. Oh, that means a lot. Thank you for kind of like taking the time in your Friday to come and see me. I'm really happy to see you as well. Galle is here as well. Morjens! Heräsit päikkäreiltä. Mahtavaa. Ja nyt oot sitten pirteänä varmaankin. Jax is saying, hello Katja. You are rock. Am I rock? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm rock. I'm rock. Frank is saying, you look awesome, Katja. Thank you. It's very kind of like humid weather out here. We've been having a lot of rain and whatnot, so I feel the humidity in the air. But it's okay. Nice weather. I like this type of weather. How are you guys doing? It's Friday. Are you at work or at home doing remote work or something? What are you up to? Blutkrahe, morning. So it's morning for you. Morning, it's evening here. Xeno Chaos is saying, hi, I'm new here. Well, hello, welcome. Yeah, welcome to this dark music channel. Nostalki saying, nice seeing you here, Katja. Good to see you as well, Nostalkis. I really like your name. Your username is beautiful. I want myself that nickname as well. And Bigger Guy is here. Ooh, yay, party time. Are we really having a party? I wasn't prepared for it. I have my drink here and a straw. But not yet a party, but let's make sure that we have some sort of party at least. Blutkrahe is saying, just came from work. Good. Good that you're on your kind of like leisure time and not during work time. Dark Trilarian is saying, rearranged my day, scheduled to be here. Fantastic. That means a lot. Thank you for being here, Dark Trilarian. It has been so many months since I've done this. I think the Lego building kind of like took all the energy out of me. And then there was a watch party last November. No, not January, sorry. January. It has been like 9 months or something. Really way too long time, but I have excuses, multiple excuses if you want to hear them. Bridgeport Chronicles is here as well. Friday. Okay, Friday. I'm not familiar with that, but okay, that sounds good. Blutgrahe is saying, no, it's late afternoon here. Sorry, I thought it's morning to you. Sorry. It doesn't matter. I say always like morning, evening, whatever you're having. Just have a nice day and whatnot. Jax is saying, ite savustaa lohta ja otan olutta. Oi, vitsiläinen. Kyllä mäkin haluaisin lohta ja ehkä sen oluenkin vielä kaiken lisäksi. Oi, tekis kyllä mieli. Bigger Guy is saying, hi Katja, hi everybody. Hello Brian. Good to see you here as well. Kalle is saying, jeps, olen todella pirteä. Kalle is full of energy, ready to rumble. Frank is saying party? Yeah, maybe some sort of... I wasn't planning a party, but somehow this turned into a party all of a sudden. Bridgeport Chronicle is saying, how are you, my friend Katja? I'm doing great at the moment. It's weekend has started. I've been super busy, but it's been good kind of business. How are you? How are you guys? Uli says, Silva is here. Good to see you after a long time. Hola, hi Katja, nice to see you again. Fantastic to see Uli says. Beaker guy saying, hyvää päivää to everybody in Finland. Yep, learned a whole 2 new words. Amazing. Congratulations. Finnish is a very different and challenging language to be learned. Frank is saying, Lego Princess Katja. Thank you for the honor. Lego Grand Piano is behind me. You can't really see it. You can see only the real one currently. Dr. Larin is saying a new video every 2 weeks is an incredible production pace. Of course, you have been busy. We appreciate all of your efforts to share dark music. Thank you so much for saying that. It has been very hectic time, but I try to do the videos and I'm always thinking about you because you are so amazing, incredible people, and that's why I wanted to dedicate this live stream to you and for you, because oh my, what you can create and what you are creating, this is dedicated to you. JJ Gilman is here, just passing by, sending big hugs from Texas. Greetings to Texas, JJ. Good to see you as well. Long time no see. Blutgrahe is saying, can't speak Finnish, just English, French, and my mother tongue language, German. Well, that's a whole lot of languages that you can speak. Wow. I can't speak French or German. I studied French, but I still can't speak it. But that's amazing. JJ sending hearts to you as well, JJ. Mikey Pena. Hello, lovely Katja. Hello, Mikey. Good to see you. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying, I'm well. I have to work this weekend for 4 straight days, but I will be all right. 4 straight days. Oh no. Sending you my best of luck. Try to survive, but I know you can. And maybe it will get your creative juices flowing or something. Something can happen during those work days. Jax is saying, voitko tehdä taas retrokovereita? Silius on vieläkin pirun kova veto. Can you do retro game covers? Like Journey to Silius is damn good. Yeah, I can do them, and I've been planning out like medleys mostly that I'm going to do, but so far it has been, this autumn has been so hectic that they're on my to-do list. They're on my to-do list, but god damn it, where does the time go? But yeah, planning on doing medleys in the future. Beaker guy is saying, Guten a band Blutgrahe. I can't pronounce that correctly, but someone else can pronounce that. Mikey is saying, we need to do another song, you, Jesse Wetzel and I. Oh, now I remember. I was thinking like Mikey Pena, that sounds so familiar, but now I know. Yes, we should. That was so fun the last time. Really. That was fun video and fun song. We should definitely do that. I'm missing kind of like other instruments than piano and vocals. Frank is saying, but you can speak a bit of Swedish, Katja, and according to Tina, not bad at all. Well, yeah, I've been practicing Swedish. Yeah, trying my best. But you have to practice it every single day. Otherwise, if you don't, you will just forget everything that you just learned. It just disappears from your mind. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying, I would love to see Katja do Bloody Tears from Castlevania, but I know she is busy. This leads to this question. What have you been biggest influence in music? Or what has been the biggest influence in... What have you been biggest influence in music? Like who has influenced my music or what? Like gay music definitely has influenced in some sort of way, but synth music, like Depeche Mode, for example, I used to listen to a lot of Depeche Mode music when I was younger. I still do, but not so much. Yeah, for example. Baker guy saying, ooh, it's Bridgeport, hope you're working on something fun at least. Mikey Penna is saying, missing you and your magical voice as well. Oh, that's good to hear. Kirby's is saying, hey, Kayla, you're very talented. Kayla? Who is Kayla? I don't know who is Kayla. Let me check this settings for the live stream a little bit, because I'm pretty sure that I did some settings differently this time. And they're okay, I'm sure. Picker guy saying, lol, image of a crossover Katja and Swedish chef, like the old cooking videos. That would be interesting, definitely. But I should really practice the Swedish. More and more, it's not enough, not enough. Bridgeport is saying, who has been your biggest influence in music? Sorry, I'm just waking up. That's totally okay. Yeah, I think I would have to say that I grew up with Depeche Mode. That there are many others, obviously, but one that really stands out. I used to be a huge Depeche Mode fangirl, and if you ever listen to Depeche Mode, and especially their older productions, they're very much synth-based music, and that reminds me of old retro game music, for example. So those structures, those elements, and those song lyrics has been a very big influence for me. Kirby's is correcting Katja. Katja, sorry, that's totally okay. Oh. Dark Tularian is saying the subtitle for this stream, exposing the community, is pretty proactive. No, provocative, yeah. I wonder what you'll be showcasing, Katja. Of course, I gotta put the dramatic lines there. But yeah, Dark Tularian is absolutely right. I'm showcasing you. Are you ready? I'm going to showcase you. What have you been up to? I put a post on social media. This was it Sunday or something, and just wanted to ask people that what have they been up to, like the projects they've been doing, and what I got as a reply was just, I was astonished, like what on earth you people are creating, and I need to share those things with you. Yeah, that's my plan, and we can look them up together. Frank is saying Construction Time Again by DM was my first vinyl album that I bought. Ooh, Depeche Mode, Construction Time Again. Wow. Great album. I would love to know what you thought about it. Do you have a favorite song from Depeche Mode production? Bigger Guy is saying, I refuse to be exposed. Nobody needs that trauma. Are you sure? Are you really sure? Bridgeport Chronicles says, you don't have to answer this directly, but I sent you an email a day or two ago. Can you check it out after the stream? Is it for something special I'm working on for teammates? Yeah, I got the email, but just I can't always answer like super quickly. But yeah, I'm trying my best to look at it, write you back, reply you back. Kirby is saying, I love your vampire videos. You are so sexy as a vampire. Thank you. I should have worn my fangs. Show off my fangs. Now I finally got them. Even though they have a little bit like glue issues. I've noticed that maybe it's my saliva or something, but they work fine. But then after multiple hours, possibly a couple of days, I put them on and the glue and the teeth, they just separate. What? And they don't, obviously they don't stay on. I don't know what's up with that. Bigger Guy is saying blush. Oh, I'm blushing almost myself. It's so nerve-wracking. Frank is saying everything counts. Yeah, I love that song. Everything counts on this album. Also more than a party. More. Everything counts. I love that song as well. Dark Trularian is saying Katja has acid spit. Superpower confirmed. Possibly. It might be. I don't know. Possibly the saliva is a little bit different. It just makes the glue kind of like not work for some reason. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying, right, I understand, no worries, believe me, I have something very nice planned for you and other teammates who have helped me out this year. I really want to know, actually, how was your Halloween? Did you do something special for Halloween? Or was it just like being at home? Being at home or something? Was there something special for you during Halloween? How have you covered from Halloween? Bigger Guy saying, laughing out loud for Dark Trularian acid spit. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying, Katja, female reptile for Mortal Kombat? Yeah, that could be it. Something like that. And Dark Trularian kind of like figured it out. It's all that Finnish licorice. It must be. It's making something funky with the stuff in your mouth. Bigger Guy saying laughing out loud, and Bridgeport Chronicles is telling, my Halloween I had to work. Oh no, that's not good. Frank is saying werewolf Katja is even hotter than vampire queen Katja. But zombie Katja is cool too. Werewolf. Wow, I loved being a werewolf. Don't you love being a werewolf? That was so much fun. Like being crazy and animal and primal. Oh yeah, a little bit wild. I want to be a werewolf more than a vampire now. And a zombie. And next time I'll just want to be a zombie. Like this whole year feels like a zombie. Bigger guy saying, I seem to recall carving a pumpkin, sending a picture, and inadvertently traumatizing a lovely lady in Finland for Halloween. Oh yeah, should I show this? Let's see if I can find it. How Brian was carving out a pumpkin. I'm showing this because it was all public, Brian. On Twitter, everyone can see this. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, it is a pumpkin. It is a pumpkin. But first, when you look at it, the first seconds, it's just like, I don't know what it is. It has some shapes, familiar shapes, but at the same time, it's very super alien-ish type of. You don't recognize it, what it is. And here I even wrote, like, the first seconds my mind was saying, burn it with fire. Then I realized what it is. Interesting design for sure. Oh. So yeah, there you have it. There you have it. Let me see here. Bridgeport haven't had a Halloween off in 20 years. Wow. That's wild. And you of all people creating vampire content. Kirby is saying, do you think vampires have bad breath? I think they do, because they're dead and they're just consuming blood. I think they have bad breath. Dr. Laren is saying vampires have great breath because they never eat garlic. Yeah, that's also true. But to my opinion, they just, I don't. I wouldn't want to be bitten by a vampire, in honesty, because I think they're going to smell. Bigger guy saying, oh God, I was drunk, remember? Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Don't worry about it, it was okay. When I realized what it was, then it just, good job. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying, when it came to the video production, who helps in taking the video recordings for your music videos as well as editing? I have a long, many years I've been the same. A good friend and a colleague doing the video recordings and helping out the video editing, because sometimes I get a little bit too busy and I can't really finish the video in the ways that I want. So Jazz is helping me to putting the final pieces into the videos and doing the color correction, for example. But Jazz has been like, I've known Jazz like so many years already, and we've been doing projects, like different kinds of projects, for so many years. Bigger guy is saying, what was it you said, kill it with fire? Is it Littorio or Ittorio Veneto? Hey, I love your content. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you have enjoyed. What was the most enjoyable video or song for you? Frank is saying it's a bat. It is. It's looking like a bat. It was a very interesting Halloween saying Peeker guy and sending bat emojis. Dr. Laren is saying the undead are known for their fresh scent. Littorio Veneto with regards from Germany. Well, greetings to Germany. And you have evening there as well, getting to be Friday evening. Bridgeport is saying that's awesome. They sound awesome. Kirby's saying, I hope you do a roleplay playing a vampire with bad breath. That would be an interesting twist. Hey, now we have an idea. A vampire roleplay. A vampire with a bad breath. That would be something like... Yeah, that would be clickbaity worthy, I think. That's a great idea. I love it. Veneto is saying you read October video. Oh, thank you. It's very recent, I feel, even though it's a couple of months old, but glad you liked it. It's a little bit different kind of version than the original, but it's a beautiful, beautiful original. The original music is beautiful. Happy you liked it. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying Tera wanted me to ask, what are your thoughts on succubus, succubi? I haven't really delved into them and their history, background, folklore, what there might be too much. But I don't have anything against them either. I think they're very intriguing characters, you could say. Yeah. Bigger guy saying, is it okay if I, as one of the exposed fans, mention that I'm working on a succubus story at the moment? Yes, you can definitely mention it. Already mentioned, but yeah, that would be interesting. Interesting story for sure. Good that you mentioned it. Kirby's is saying a vampire Bova video. Fogging the camera lens with your bad breath. Ooh. That would actually work. Because it's like an ASMR video. And then you're fogging up. And doing hand movements. This hand movement could be something in form of a fog. I think it would work. I actually think it would work. That would be fun. Different kind of twist to it. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying, laughing out loud, I think she's thinking about you maybe doing something with my succubus character sometime. You have a succubus character as well. I didn't know that. I'm just thinking like the Bridgeport Chronicles. Interesting. So, what time is it already? Let's see. So, let's take one more. Rami, hey you there, Katja. More horror classic themes and stories tonight. I did survive on Halloween for watch horror movies. Omen, Poltergeist, Howling, Exorcist, Amityville, sagas. So many films during Halloween and so many great ones as well, like The Omen, for example. Wow, Rami. Well, good to see you. What did you think about Howling? Okay, I'm going to be honest here. This is my quick review of the Howling the first one. It's really, it's good film. It has good effects, visual effects. The beginning is great. It is dramatic. It's like good beginning for the film. but then gradually it just like declines and declines and declines. Like why didn't you kind of like keep the beginning phase and momentum that they had going on? But in general, it was like entertaining film, entertaining, and the visual effects were amazing, and the sound design was good. Yeah, I think it was okay, if I remember correctly. There were some good music in there. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying, spoiler, Sophia is a succubus and is a friend. Bianca. Aha. Okay. I didn't know that. Well, now I know, and we all know. Zor is here as well. Hello, Katja. Nice to be here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. What are your plans for winter? You saw it in the last video. What are my plans for the winter? There are a lot of woods behind me in that video, and I'm going to burn some wood, chop some wood and burn some wood, and trying to survive somehow. What are your plans for winter? I'm thinking that you were living in a warm place, so you don't have to worry about the coldness. Frank is saying the right thing, but the best transformation scene is in the American Werewolf in London, and I have to agree. That is really good and fantastically made. Like in Howling, you have to watch the transformation. Like it takes like 2 minutes, or it's good. It's well made, but why? They're both really good, but I just feel the American Werewolf in London, that it's better. Bridgeport Chronicles is saying, I'm going to take off and head to bed. I have to be able to stay awake for 10 hours straight for work starting at 9 at midnight at night. Have a great weekend, my friend. Have a great weekend as well, and try to survive work somehow, and let's hope it just gives you some creative energy and juices. Bye. Bigger guy saying, wish we could do thumbs on other people's comments on YouTube. Just want to agree with my Frank Wolstad. Yeah, that would be quite convenient to kind of like thumbs up on some of these comments. So I have these things that you have created. First off, I was thinking about reading you a short story by Brian Davis. Let's say it like here. But then I have some collages of people what they have been creating, and there are different kinds of categories: music, photography, crafts, like amazing crafts, games people have created, and then I have a community prize to give out as well. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe I should read the short story for you. It takes about not more than 15 minutes, like 12 minutes, something like that. And during that time when I'm reading, I can't really read the comments, so you can just listen to what I'm reading. I'm probably saying amazing pumpkins. No, just kidding. Yeah, that would be interesting to test out reading the short story. Like the short story is written by our viewer and Patreon member, actually, Brian. And the short story was inspired one of my videos that I've created like how many years ago, like 3-4 years ago. 4 years ago. It was 4 years ago. And I'm going to show you a snippet of this video so you get a hang of it, like what kind of scenario we're talking about. And then I'll possibly show you the ending a little bit, because I was kind of like delving into the character there in the ending, and that's how Brian was kind of like coming up with this short story for about this character. Okay, let me show you this. So the video that I'm talking about is Wicked Game. And look at this scenario here in the beginning. Do you remember this?
The world was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I meet somebody like you, and I never dreamed that I lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you.
So yeah, here we see a character digging a hole to the ground. And why she's digging, we don't know. What is she digging? We don't know. Yeah. Let me see, did I explain something here in the ending about this character?
Hey there, I'm Katja Savia and I'm an independent artist from Finland. Thank you for watching this video. This song is one of my favorite songs in this whole entire world. Even though it's a pretty used song, I still love it because it has this dreamy, hypnotic and seductive feel or mood. And that's like my go-to mood. Whenever I'm making music, that's like my personal, it's me, it excites me what I'm doing. It just feels very natural. The lyrics were way too tempting to create this type of scenario. The music, I wanted to keep the music kind of like the same feel and mood, dreamy, almost like a lullaby at some point. Kind of wondering, pondering feeling. I wanted you to hear that everything is okay, everything is fine, you can trust me. But the visual would be something not totally different, but a little bit different. She isn't psycho, she isn't serial killer, just killing people just for fun. I think I created her. She is a familiar character in my channel. She's just this perfectionist control freak who wants to control every single little detail in her life, and now she has found someone, a special person, and that special person is making her feel all gooey inside, and she's feeling like she's losing the control because her emotions are taking the control, making her...
Okay, so here we have a character. A female character, and based on this video and the explanation that I gave in the ending, like Brian wrote a short story short story based on that scenario. Okay, let me see the comments real quick. Here, what has happened in the meantime. 2 Jan is saying, hey, love your cover of Streets of Rage on posts. Ooh, Streets of Rage on pots, sorry. Pots. Yeah, with pots and pens cover. Good. Happy that you enjoyed that one. Frank is saying, I like short stories by Edgar Allan Poe, but they take longer than 15 minutes. The world was on fire and Katja was on fire too. Yeah, I've been on fire like the past 4 or 5 years already. Dr. Larian is saying, many are the stars I see, but in my eye no star like thee. That was before my Katja Savia username. I was using star like thee username. And I think it was along that time frame. Antanasios Gardos. Hi Katja. Well, hello, Antanasios Gardos. Good to see you. Frank is saying serial killer. Yeah, a serial killer. TMR is saying gothic. It is very gothic. So hey, I'm going to read you a short story now. I can't concentrate on the comments at the moment, but I'll read you and then I'll get back to the comments when I'm done with the short story. And let me put on my reading character, okay? So that you can just kind of like lay back and enjoy this story. The short story is called Be Still, My Beating Heart, written by Inner Depth Erotica Writers, aka Brian Davis, narrated by Katja Savia. It would soon be over. It wasn't the first time she had comforted herself with this thought, this universal truth. It would soon be over. The maxim applied as well to life itself as to everything else, even the universe. The shovel made a rhythmic shook sound each time she sliced it into the damp earth. The image wasn't one she cared to contemplate at the moment for so many reasons. She could have given this work to others. She had loyal servants for such labor, but no, she wanted to do it herself, needed to do it herself. Once the bundle was gone into the ground, she would never think of it again. That was the promise she had made to herself. This was a ritual of cleansing. Soon the dirt would make her clean. It had started so innocently, an affair like any other, a one-night stand to pass the time and sate the lust. She was human after all. It should have been so simple. She'd been attracted to him, but so what? That meant nothing. There were billions of attractive men on the planet. Other traits? Fun, witty, intelligent, talented, kind. That last one. No, that wasn't right. Kindness wouldn't have reached her. Kind people were simply too foolish to know the folly of what they did. He was worse. He was honest. She knew now who Diogenes had been seeking, and she suspected the old cynic had kept a dagger handy just in case. The shovel sliced through another layer of earth. She needed not to go too deep, she reminded herself. The real work was already done. This was a symbol only, something to help her clear her mind. Nobody would ever find this place, even if the hole were only an inch deep. Honest was too easy a word. He hadn't been a robot. He had told his share of white lies and half-truths, but when it came to his feelings, he was like a dog, she decided. When he was sad, his eyes drooped and he looked down. When he was protective, he bared his teeth and snarled. And when he was happy, oh, how his tail wagged and wagged for her. And like any rabid dog, she had to put him out of his misery. Coldly, quickly, painlessly, because it needed to be done. It wasn't right for him to be in this world. And if there were no other, well, then he clearly belonged in nowhere and in nothingness. Still deeper the layers went. He had been emotionally honest with her from the start. He adored her. He could lie with his words and about his thoughts like any other man, but he couldn't hide his emotions worth of damn. She had laughed, not a happy laugh, but the laugh of a cynic finding her natural prey. She had taken him to sate her needs. He had been adequate. Her lust was satisfied in the morning, and it was time to get on with life. He hadn't been clingy, but he had made her breakfast. Simple and honest, as he smiled and tried to make her happy. She declined every bite of it. She was no animal to be tamed by the hand that fed her. She had told him as much, and in a rare fit of anger, she had thrown the plate at his head. And then she had stormed from his apartment. It was unacceptable. She was angry. She was angry at herself for being angry, and angry again at that anger. She was confused. This was not right. Her mind and body and other essences were a roiling maelstrom. There was only one thing to do, and she, of course, would do it with the calm efficiency that was her trademark. She hooked up with the mailroom clerk that afternoon. She nearly slammed him against the wall of the storage closet as she forced him to slide inside her skirt. This should do it. This would prove that she had been right all along. She had always believed in that old adage. The best way to get over a man is to get under one. As she pulled the mail clerk on top of her, she wondered if he had a name. There, it was done. She felt free. That man with his breakfast, his attempt to stir something inside her, and his ability to make her smile and laugh, trying to confuse her and thinking she was weak. She had shown him. She spent the entire afternoon in the content, controlled focus that was her standard. No more thoughts of Mr. Breakfast. She was free of him. She was so proud of her accomplishments in freeing herself that she went to see him that very evening. She boasted to him how she had taken the mail clerk, of the wild sex they had shared, and how Mr. Breakfast meant nothing to her. She rubbed it in his face and practically screamed to show how little she cared. She could see it in his puppy dog eyes. He still loved her. He had given up on jealousy long ago. Jealousy, the least honest of all emotions. And he was only concerned for her. She seemed so upset. Whatever she wanted for her happiness, what he wanted for her. Was she going to be okay? She made love to him again that night. For 5 minutes, she pretended that she was simply demonstrating how little he meant to her, how controlled she was, how she could do this and still feel nothing in the morning. For 5 minutes, she believed that. For hours afterwards, she lost all pretense and indulged in the madness of bliss, in the idiocy of joy. Knowing that it was wrong, she spent the night in emotion and feelings and other such perversions of sanity. If only they've met in Vegas, she thought as she dug with her own peculiar humor. Then, yes, then she might have forgotten it all in the morning. Passed it off as one night of a delusional, emotional fullness and left it all behind in the morning. Compartmentalization. It was a long word, but it was her friend. In the morning, she stared at herself in the mirror for a full 15 minutes. Long enough to brew a nice pot of coffee. Her own personal cauldron. She gazed into it and knew and understood herself completely. She knew what had happened and what was about to happen. Only one course of action made sense. The details didn't matter. Her cold efficiency had returned. It was perfectly planned. And he was dead. Another layer down, and she began to see her goal. This would do. She could leave it here. She dropped the bundle where no one would ever see it again. There. It was done. She had buried a diary once. This was like that, only this time it wasn't her diary to bury. She put 3 shovels worth of clean dirt over it, wiped away one perfectly appropriate tear, and never thought of it again. The end. That was a short story written by Brian Beaker guy here. Special K. Jan is saying this character is Breaking Bad untold story. Possibly something like that. Frank is saying it was a dirty job, but it had to be done. And Jax is saying party, 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 party. What are we partying? I wanna party, yeah. But I wanna dance. If I'm partying, I wanna dance, okay? Where can I find music to dance to? On YouTube. There's only one place at the moment. One place that I'm thinking at the moment where I can find music. Frank is saying no banana for breakfast. That was your death sentence, darling. So something like that. Like so it's Mr. Breakfast. that was the final straw. Jax is saying, can you sing something? What do you want me to sing? Of course I can sing something. What is it? I always say Giuseppe. Love your voice. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed the story. Frankie's saying, surprise, you're dead. Oh, yeah, exactly. Found yourself buried 6 feet under. Bigger guys saying, wow. Kalle saying, cool story, nice reading. Thank you, and thank you, Brian, as well. Frank is saying, really cool, Katja. And Peaker Guy is saying, I can't think of the words for it. Can something I wrote be better than the thing I wrote? Apparently when Katja reads it. Oh, but it's all for you, because you wrote it, and everyone else can enjoy the story as well now. And here Brian is writing, the idea was that breakfast symbolized his desire to take care of her needs. Yeah, that was something that also crossed my mind a little bit here, that he just wanted to take care of him, but it was too much for her. He wanted to take care of her, so it was too much for her. Yeah, amazing story, and fun to read as well. And the Wicked Game video is super fun video, but even though sometimes people are like wondering like, why on earth do you dig a grave or some sort of hole for Wicked Game song, but it was like too tempting. The lyrics are, I don't want to fall in love with you, and what else there was, I don't want to fall in love, and I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you, and I never dreamed that I'd lose like you. That was like, I remember that feeling. I was like, yes, I need to do this. This is a perfect way for me to express the lyrical content from my perspective. Oh yeah. So Bridgeport Chronicles, for example, has we did a collaboration a week back. He's creating vampire comic books with Bianca Bordeaux being the lead main character. And if you're not familiar with Bianca and Bridgeport City, you should definitely check it out. The artwork in those comic books is just amazing. Let me see if I can find some of the comic visuals. Well, not that necessarily, but I just immediately fell in love with this art style. Let me show this real quick. This artistic style, and obviously Bianca is very beautiful vampire in my opinion. So very intriguing comic book. Just giving some shout out to Bridgeport Chronicles. He already left the live stream, but gotta mention the great work that he's doing, and he has a whole team creating these cartoons with him. Amazing stuff. Brian is saying, all kidding aside, I had started thinking the story wasn't that good. Your reading convinced me otherwise. Shit. Yeah, I think it was a good story that you have to be kind of like careful. Not careful, that's not the right word, but careful when you're reading it, because there's so much hidden details that you might miss if you don't kind of concentrate well. Frank is saying, I want to quiet to read my newspaper when I have breakfast. Talk too much and you're dead. Like morning time, don't you agree with me? Like the morning time for me at least is something that I want to be in peace and not in silence necessarily, but I don't really want to be talked to straight immediately when I wake up. Kalle is saying, cool looking work, isn't it, Kalle? You know, because you draw so much. You have experience of drawings. Frank is saying there should be a Tumma Princess comic too. Prinsessa. Maybe we could create that type of comic book. Or actually, I don't want to create a comic book. I really want to create an animation. And or something along those lines. Animation. Not a audiobook, but a visual audiobook. That would be, I would love that. And then let's test out YouTube. Does YouTube allow us to listen to some music? Because then one community member, Matt Vojtko, performing under an artist named MRV. He's a writer, musician, Giants fan, Devils fan, horror fan, and lover of all kinds of all things animal. He has created an EP, horror influenced EP. And I want you to listen and see the video. Let's watch it together. Because the chorus is fire, it's lit, it's really amazing, and apparently he has created this all by himself. I'm not sure, I have to check the description. Let's listen to some music. MRV. Black Moon is the song called. Horror themed hard rock. And possibly this video work is by himself as well. Is there some sort of transformation going on? I love this scene. This scene is beautiful. The guitars, the drums sound amazing. like the force with how he is singing the Black Moon. Oh my god, fantastic. Hello, piano solo cover. Adventuria. Hey lady. Hey lady, back at you. Kalle is saying music for the Dark Souls. Frank is saying looks and sounds cool. Adventuria is sending us purple hearts. Oh, thanks. Look at this dude. Once again, I want to hear the Black Moon. Ooh. I really dig this music and the style that he was going after. Like amazing work. Wow. The new album is called New Reality, if you're interested. MRV is the artist name. Like it's kind of inspired by the horror genre, the full EP. Oh great, we managed to show off some music and music videos as well, and YouTube didn't cut the live stream. Thank God. Let's put some markings here so that I can remember all the things. And then I'm going to show something wild. Beaker guy is saying you look cute when you lip sync. Sing along silently. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I had a beer to calm my nerves before the story reading. Whee! Well, yeah. Go ahead, drink some beer, whatever is your preference. Let's just party a little bit at least. Bigger Guy saying cool music, isn't it? I really enjoyed the chorus. The chorus is amazing. And the sounds like the guitar and the drums. Kirby's is saying nice song. And Frankie's saying thank God or thank Satan. Yeah, which one is it? Maybe we should change that to something else. Then I didn't even ask a permission to show this next one. And I'm still showing it because it's so freaking amazing. Like Keith has been building a BMX bike, custom built BMX bike. And I want to show you how does that look. Like feast your eyes with this. Like, oh my God. What you have been up to, community? You're doing wild, crazy stuff. And this is one of those. Including all the arts that you do. But look at these. I'm like, first up, I'm stunned by the colors of this. Amazing colors. And unfortunately, I don't know a lot of words, bike words in English, but just stunning work. And I was asking Keith, like, are you planning to sell it? Are you planning on riding it? I really want to see how does it look when you're riding it. Keith said that he's not planning on selling this one. But yeah, I want to see how he rides that one. Amazing. Kalle is saying, damn nice. Isn't it great? So polished and shiny. And damn Getjut. The chains. Is it chains? They're red as well. How is that possible? And Brian is saying thumbs up for the bike. Amazing. What? Is there dice? It is. Does the other one have a dice as well? Yes, there's a dice. Ooh, now it... Wow, details. Does it have a lock? That no one will steal it? Amazing work. Like, incredible what you guys are up to. Writing short stories, doing EPs, building bicycles. Sorry, I forget language already because it's so amazing. Wow. Frank is saying, if I made a video where I sing, it would definitely be awful horror for the ears. It might not be, but if you haven't really sang that much, it could be. If you like try it for the first time, it could be horrible. But if you just keep on doing it, I promise you and guarantee you that it will get better. And Brian is saying that's what F? What F? Can't see it well. What I said, Frank, about myself. Everything, you can do everything if you just keep doing it and practicing it. And it's your unique style. Always think that it's your unique style, the way you're doing things. And it might not be the standard that other people have been used to, but it's you being creative and showing off your skill that you've been working on. All right, next. BMX bike. Then we have photos. Oh, this was really interesting. RK pictures. RK pictures. Because RK is doing something incredible photography. And let me show you what it is. So RK is creating action figure photography. And he is building dioramas and editing the footage, obviously, that what he's doing. Let me show some of these. So action figures and doing the photography for the action figures. And this is something that I'm amazed by, because look the details. You have to build something tiny, minimalistic, and make it look real. Like here he is showing off the DIY process, like the crafts project. Like this would be fun for, in my opinion, like creating these atmospheres for the characters. Captain Nemo. Isn't it? Yeah, Annabelle. Ooh, I like this one. Like creating the atmosphere and the colors, and it just looks so realistic. Vampirella. That looks amazing. I really like this one. Like this one, like there's a little bit like mist or some fog. The lights in this one. This is great. Wow. And I believe that the action figures, they are not cheap. They can be pricey as well. So all in all, I love this one. This is one of my favorites. Jason Voorhees. I always say Voorhees. And this one as well. I like this one. Oh, Harry Warden. But this, I think this would be somewhat kind of like relaxing work. Relaxing stuff to do. American Werewolf in London. Oh, this is one of my favorites as well. Just looks stunning. Incredible. Frank is saying, even my mother doesn't like to hear me sing. Oh, really? That's a lot if mother can't handle your singing. And Brian is saying, now all we need to do is get all the fans together to do a massive singing, music, comic, short story, bike and art collaboration. I agree. And Galle is saying, wow, nice talent, isn't it? Wow, amazing. And Brian is saying, wow, 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 nice, tiny and chainsaw. Yeah, I have to look that again. And Frank is saying, I am Frankenstein, or Frank. And further, I don't know how to say it. Let me look at the tiny chain saw. is there. Yeah, let me look at again. You can't really, huh? Looks alright about that. Right, looks right. Frankenstein. Well, Frankenstein. Frank is a Frankenstein. Rocky Horror Picture Show. RHBS. Frank and Further. How is it so freaking difficult for me to pronounce that? I don't know. But yeah, amazing photography, and I was amazed when I saw all of these. Like, how can someone create something like this? Amazing. Gorgeous. And the fire is created kind of like in this orange, whatever that is. Huh. Crazy. Do we have Katja's opinion of Rocky Horror Picture Show on record? Well, I love Tim Curry. Who doesn't love Tim Curry? In that one, like, he is amazing. He's incredible. Like, I admire Tim Curry's like acting, but his vocal abilities, not just singing, but how he pronounces stuff. He is amazing, and I admire him, and he is one of my inspirations. Like, it seems that every single word that he produces, he has been thinking what he is saying, and he understands what he is saying as well, because you can't say that in all of the singers or people who speak a lot. You can't say the same thing, but he's just the next level. The Rocky Horror Show is a good film. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. It's kind of overwhelming, you could say. Towards the ending, it starts to get so overwhelming that, yeah, it's overwhelming towards the end, but I really enjoy it. Let me show the game that Obsidian Contraption has created. I was thinking that I'm going to play it during the live stream, but I think I'm not going to do that today. But I'm going to show you the pictures of this game. Bigger guy saying I'm painted a few miniatures for D&D over the years, but RK's work is way cool. Yeah, RK's is way cooler than anything I ever did. Frankie saying, and Janet, aka Susan Sarandon, is really cute. Love Susan Sarandon. Alex is here. Hello, Alex. Hi there. Good to see you. How are you? I hope that the Friday has been treating you well. Did you survive Halloween? Did you do something special during Halloween? In the meantime, I'm going to show off a game a community member has created. Flip. Obsidian Contraption. The game is called Frizz. And it's really kind of like this retro game inspired game, and it looks challenging, like super challenging, and I don't know whether I could ever play it well. But apparently I wasn't aware maybe I should be aware, but there's this site where you can share your games that you have created. Play as a freelance intergalactic secret agent Sky Frizz and see what the evil shade bots are up to on the planet Apphid. Collect items to help you traverse this randomized world, including jetpacks, quake mines, force field, and Sky signature tool weapon, the Sky Hook. I've been interested to try it out. Looks fun, but super challenging for me at least. But if you can handle these type of old retro game themed games, I think this game would be probably suitable for you. Yep. Frank is saying a video game where a Tumma princessa has to build a Lego piano would be cool. That is a really good theme for a game. Me building a Tumma princessa building a Lego something would be a video game on its own. Challenging one. Alex is saying, I took my son trick-or-treating and it was beautiful out here. It's usually terribly cold. Oh, I can imagine if the weather is nice, like Halloween can be so beautiful with all the lanterns, candles and pumpkins and whatnot, and trick-or-treating, like, and with the costumes and everything. It would be even magical if the weather is nice, if it's pouring rain or it's super cold. I don't think it's that's lovely to be outside, but I'm happy to know that you enjoyed the Halloween with your son. Bigger guy saying, so it's Sky Frizz? Hard to tell if that's an F. It is an F. Sky Frizz. Sky Frizz. Frank is saying Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, that we could do that. Smashing Pumpkins. Also the band. So is pumpkin carving a big thing in Finland? I'm still wondering. Like, can I ask you this? Like, we have during Halloween time, the past 5 years, they've been selling Halloweens that you can carve. They have a tape on them that you could carve along to and have that Halloween pumpkin. But those pumpkins are like €5 piece, and they are like not a whole big pumpkins. €5. Like, I'm so stingy, what is that word, that I never want to buy them because it's like waste of food. I want to eat the pumpkin rather than carve it. Like €5 for this small little thing. That's just crazy to me. How expensive it is in the USA, for example. Then I don't know what I'm going to show next. There's so much to choose from. But maybe I could show off this Halo of a Catastrophe. I come across with this band and the guitarist on Instagram. And the guitar player, it's just like he's the beast. And this is the album, their latest album that they've been working on. This is like metal music. The band is called Halo of Catastrophe. And the song, let's take the latest album that they've created is Symphony from Ruin. And I'm not sure whether Nick, he's playing the guitar, but is he also doing the vocals? I'm not sure. But he's like beast with a guitar. So let's at least listen a snippet of this piece. Barbaric Conquest came up first. So much variety. Wow, I'm really digging this variety. And the vocals, you can actually hear what's being sang, every single syllable. Obviously the guitar work, drums, everything, with so much variety. Amazing. Good stuff. Wow. So this was Barbaric Conquest. Halo of Catastrophe was the band. And this is from their newest album, Symphony from Ruin. Ruin. Wow. The guitar player. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Can't say anything about that. Like, try to repeat that. Let me see. The comments for a second. Sorry, sorry, I always miss the comments. And Dark Tularing is saying a popular event in the US is called pumpkin chunking, where they shoot pumpkins out of cannons. What? Why are you wasting food? My food! Prying is saying pumpkins are maybe $5 a piece for one, about twice the volume of my head. Like, okay, so they are a lot more cheaper in US. Kalle is saying I never done that in Finland, but I did that in the US. And Frank is remembering that you also wanted to eat the Lego carrot. Yes, please. It's so delicious looking. And Kalle is adding that when he was in USA, he used to do pumpkin carving. Adventuria is saying, Dark Tularian, nobody does that. Yeah, do they really do that or not? I want to know. Adventuria is adding, sounds like Maiden a bit. Yeah, it does. It does. And Dark Tularian is saying, there are many videos on YouTube you can watch for people doing it. Okay, I have to check that. I need to see how my food is getting smashed. Like, yeah, with a cannon. Shooting with a cannon. Beaker guy is saying, might need a photo of what you're describing with the expensive pumpkins. Yeah, I'm not quite understanding. And yes, stingy, which is pronounced like you said it. Stingy. I am stingy. Just so you know it. Dad of Monk. Hello. Well, hello. Hello, Dad of Monk. Good to see you. And chatting to you live from a coffee shop in England. Oh, really? Are you listening with headphones? Or is the whole coffee shop hearing what we're hearing? Bigger guy saying, or just not wanting to get ripped off. I don't want to get ripped off. But that's also being stingy. Frank is saying, what is your favorite music to dance to, Katja? Finnish polka? You should dance more often in your videos. I want to dance! I'm still waiting for the moment, the right moment when I can do a dance marathon live dance party. I just want to dance, but the biggest issue has been like finding the music that YouTube doesn't terminate. Maybe I should use Adventuria's music, probably test out with Adventuria, because Adventuria is creating amazing danceable music. So yeah, I gotta test that out. Probably if Adventuria agrees to that. Adventuria is saying, Katja, you are a wonderful dancer. Yeah, when I have good music, that's all what it takes. Bigger guy is saying the cover art is cool too. Took me a minute to figure out the arms were antlers. Is there a metronome ticking in the music, or is that in my head? That can be one trick. Good that you noticed that you sometimes add a metronome, for example, to the chorus, because it creates that tick 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 that you expect. It's like coming there. It's hypnotic almost. Bigger guy is saying most people in the US don't eat pumpkins. You don't eat pumpkins, but you have pumpkin pie and whatnot. I do. They make great soup. it's a great delicious soup. Yeah, I have to agree. I have a Thai recipe for coconut milk and pumpkin soup. Sounds delicious. I want that. Adventuria is saying pumpkin soup is amazing. It is. Alex is also loving eating everything pumpkin. I'm glad that you enjoy pumpkin. There's so multiple ways to just eat it, and I eat it in like plain as well, and it's really good plain as well. Adventuria is sending hearts and flames. And you can dance to my music all you want. Woohoo! Okay, I have to do some testing if I can make it work with the YouTube live streaming. Let's see what I can do. But I'm happy that you agreed, because I seriously want to, and I can dance to your music. It's so freaking danceable. They sell these tiny pumpkins as pie pumpkins. Okay, so you have kind of like this tinier one for pies. So many people and so many interesting things to kind of like promote here. Peaker guy is saying, yep, the ones people carve aren't usually eaten. I can imagine, except I would be the one exception eating the carving pumpkin as well, and obviously roasting the seeds, and just yummy. Adventuria is saying we eat the seeds. Well, definitely they are the best when you kind of like put them in the oven. The greatest. Here. Like, I have to say, like, give a community prize for being a positive and witty member for at least a year now. I've known this persona like maybe a year and a half now, and this person just always comes up whatever I post, and just always post something positive and witty and kind of like intelligence as well. I want to give a community prize to Frank Wolstad. Thank you, Frank, for being always so positive and popping up every single time when I post on Instagram, on YouTube, not on Twitter, but that doesn't matter because Twitter is that thing. But thank you, Frank, for being so positive. I just had to mention Frank here because amazing. Nothing more to add to that. Yay, Frank. Frank is saying I'm not on Twitter. Yeah. It is just like whenever you're having a bad day and just see Frank writing something humorous and wise and witty, it just always lifts the spirit. But obviously you all do that. All do that. And thank you for being so positive. It really means a lot. Bigger guy is sending hot dog emojis, and Frank is saying you're most welcome. I'd love to be here. I'm glad to know that. And Zor is saying we make some soup with pumpkins. I love it. Like, pumpkin soup is one of the greatest things, and it's soup. Soups are always comforting. And Brian is saying dump YouTube emojis have nothing that looks like Frankenstein. Frank the Frankenstein. Frank is saying food is quite expensive in Finland and alcohol too. Yeah. It's how to get the summer body. Yeah, come to live in Finland because here the food is so expensive. With cheese. You're putting cheese onto the pumpkin soup. Interesting. What kind of cheese? Just regular cheese? Something special? Mozzarella? Or Parmesan? Beaker guy is saying, okay Frank, so how many bottles of bourbon shall I bring? Yeah. How many bottles, Frank, do we need? You put cheese on top of the soup? Really? That sounds funny. That sounds interesting. Oh, maybe I should try that sometime. Like we have these Russian soups. Like we put, is it sour cream? Sour cream on top. These beetroot soups and yeah, but cheese? Never kind of tried that out. Endralon Niuuhalast. This is a very interesting username, but he has been doing a sculpture of Xenomorph. And he has been using cardboard, glue gun, and nails, and even some gold teeth from his grandma. Let's look at this. Like this video is not probably showing the xenomorph in the possible, the best kind of way, but we can see at least something. Like this is cardboard box, made of cardboard box, glue gun and nails. And there's obviously some sort of special effects here as well. And here is Endralon. But I was amazed when I read that he has been building this out of cardboard. These sound effects, I love these. Like crazy. Can I show it? Let me. Do I find some sort of screen capture here? Like it's a slime is kind of dripping out of its mouth. You can't really tell of all these pictures like what it actually is. But I've seen some pictures. I don't know whether I can show them from my phone because these are from Instagram. Here you can see a little bit that there's a cardboard and it's probably the neck or the face type of area. And then these are the nails and glue gun. You can't really probably tell that well enough, but it's my face on the way. But there are actually like nails and a lot of glue. And then there are some other pictures, but this is looking so nasty, but in a good way. That looks like a fish from underwater. But it's actually Xenomorph. Like, too bad I don't have like better pictures of this, but I've seen the pictures. They look incredible, and it was like inspired. There were some pictures of maybe Endralon has planned on doing something like there was a Christmas tree and Xenomorph. So maybe this is somehow part of that. I'm not sure, but this was like I was amazed. Like, how can you do something like that? out of cardboard and nails. That's just wild. That's just wild. Cheese floats. Frank is saying, I'm not a whiskey drinker. I prefer beer, wine, cocktails or shots, but no whiskey or cognac. No whiskey or cognac. Okay, hopefully I remember that. I like whiskey and I like cognac. I like everything. But drinks, cocktails, wine, beer. Could I just bring ethanol, Frank? I'm going for efficiency. I can probably only get 6 bottles on the plane, and wine seems like a waste of intoxication potential. Well, that's the easiest way to get there. Carl is saying, oh, I'm gay. That's great. Oh my fucking god, that's great work. Isn't it? Like the glue gun actually makes the effect. Awesome special effects, yeah. Katja has pictures of this, has disassembled of disassembled xenomorphs on her phone. Why I'm not surprised. Yeah, I just had to somehow capture it. In space, nobody can hear you scream. That's true. In space, nobody can hear you drink. I'm laughing out loud. Okay, I've almost like 2 hours been streaming by now. I'm going to show you last one here. And this is a photographer as well, and just a photographer. Doing photography, and the project was he had been photographing all the local Halloween events in Orlando, and there were 7,000 pictures so far, and he has just posted 200 of them. Frank is saying, do you like fresh alcohol-laced blood from your drunk people? No! Ugh, I don't like that. That's disgusting. So, Halloween events in Orlando, 7,000 pictures so far. Let's look at some of these. Like, I'm looking at the photography, obviously is great, but like also the people who have been wearing all these costumes and putting on makeup and doing the act are really kind of like, oh wow, kind of like adding on to the mood. But like photographing in this dark lighting, I know it can be really challenging, so this is a really great job. And the lighting looks really nice. There was one picture that I enjoyed really a lot. Where can I find it? Like here, like the costumes, they kind of like make the pictures, the costumes and the makeup and your vibes that you're giving out. Like, oh my god, you have, like, in Orlando, if you guys are there in the US having this type of gatherings where people just dress up like this, like, it's incredible. We have some, but not as much as in here. Like this was my favorite. Like, who knows why is this my favorite? Girl with a chainsaw and like this gothic girl, like my favorite. Oh, beauty. I love it. Can't take my eyes. incredible dedication from these people as well, that they're putting so much effort into looking and putting on the costume. And there are 200 pictures of these Halloween happenings on his profile picture. It's Patrick Webb, photographer. Let me see, where am I? Jackling 31 is saying, I say sorry, please relax. 207,000. Yeah, there were 7,000 pictures taken, but only 200 are in this profile. Jackling is saying, you have Facebook, accept me. I have a Facebook, but I rarely use Facebook. Nice change, saw, isn't it? It's great. Frank is saying, I especially like the lights and colors in Dario Argento's movies. Yeah, that's one thing that I admire Argento's work, is the color, how he has used colors. It is beautiful. Beautiful, and I love the fact that horror movies can be colorful. Jacqueline is saying, I see your picture. Bye, I'm fine now. Bye. See you around. All right. Let's get back to the full screen once again. There were so many people to show off this evening and all your great work that you have been doing. And it was so much fun to show off your work and just letting a lot of people know, and other people on this channel know what you have been up to and what like the community is doing. And I just couldn't help myself. I needed to like show off what you've been doing. That was my main goal for this evening. So I'm starting to wrap up this live stream for today. If you have something to write still in the comment section, you can still do that for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to wrap up and start my weekend. And you can start your weekend as well. Beaker Guy is saying this was very cool, good to know. And thank you for writing the short story. It was really lovely to read that for everyone. Nicely thought out. Oh, 2 hours of funness. Frank is saying, hyvää yötä, tumma prinsessani. That's so cute. Hyvää yötä, Frank. Have a sweet dreams. Dark Trillarian is saying, thank you for spending your evening with us, Katja. You are so wonderful to showcase your fans. Although I look forward to your creations more than any other. I can't wait for what's to come. Next week, a new video. This whole month of November, we are delving into the world of supernature. Something that shouldn't exist in our world, but it does. Supernature, what does it mean? Ittorio Veneto says, I wish you a nice weekend. Also to you, have a nice weekend. Relax, enjoy yourself and treat yourself. Always remember to treat yourself. Beaker Guy is saying, going to make notes and check out a bunch of the fans you highlighted. Thanks, Katja. I try to put the links in the description box as well I have them handy, so but I might not come immediately, but I try my best. Zor is saying, have a nice weekend and hope to watch you again on your annual end-year streaming. Yeah, and hopefully we can do some sort of party live stream at some point. Hoping, at least. But it was good to see you, Zor, and have a nice weekend, you as well. Enjoy the pumpkin soup with the cheese on top. Kalle sanoo, kiitos livestä, mä lähden tästä tekemään jotain ruokaa, en vielä tiedä kyllä mitä, mutta joo, ihmetellään. Joo, tehdään just tätä, mullakin alkaa olla hirviä nälkä. Jotain pitäisi saada suuhun. No, niin. No niin. And Dark Tularian is saying, just like you are too wonderful for this world, but we are so grateful that you are here to share yourself and your talent so gracefully. You are beyond supernatural. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. And thank you for being so amazing. And you all are just positive radiance radiating all the way to Finland. Your positivity, it's amazing. Frank is saying it would be cool if you would do more live streams like this in the future, Katja. Oh, really? I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I would love to show off more of you, because you're amazing. You create amazing stuff. Kalle is saying, lol. No comment. Let's not reveal the secret. This is between you and I, okay? Frank is Katja from this world, possibly not, out of space. Frank, thumbs up for Frank. Okay, I think it's time to end here. I'm going to continue on the evening and eat something next. I'm feeling quite hungry. So, Zor is saying, no, she's out of this world, a cosmic thing. Yes, more live streams. Yes, I will try my best, please. Yes, I'll do my best. Eek, run before she starts to feed. Yeah. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. You have been warned. Okay. Enjoy this Friday, darling. And enjoy the weekend. And have a relaxing weekend. Whatever you do, enjoy it fully. We see each other next time on next week with another video. And can't wait to see you there in the comment section. Thank you for joining me, and we see each other next time on another video. Bye.